I love Disney parks, and it is precisely because I love them that I get to hate them. Bessies, I know you don't know me from Adam, okay? This is my new account. I had to start over. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. If you did know me, if you do know me, you would know that I love Disney, very specifically Disney parks. Born and raised in Orlando, okay? Spent 30 years going to the parks regularly. Went with my great-grandfather multiple times a week after school. It has informed who I am. It is precisely because I love that institution that I hold it to account. There's a lesson in here somewhere for Swifties and the like. Allow me to arrive at the point. Disney's Hollywood Studios, aka MGM if you're nasty, has an area called Animation Courtyard. Well, first of all, they've removed the Hollywood Arch and they're not putting it back, which is really sending me into a state of renovating Animation Courtyard, which has been sitting vacant and unused for years. Prior to it sitting vacant, it was Launch Bay, and prior to that, in its glory days back in the 90s, it was the Animation Studio and Backlot Tour, okay? It was an actual working studio. Mulan and Lilo and Stitch were animated on site. It's the most beautiful building, the most beautiful experience. You used to go in and see all the behind the scenes. You could literally stand and watch animators live animate some of the Disney Renaissance films. And they had something called Animation Studio, which is where a live animator would instruct an audience on how to animate their favorite Disney characters. It was incredible. Now that feature has existed in some form or fashion to this day. Epcot will usually roll out Animation Studio during the festival. I was excited because this is not only a place for children and adults alike to engage their imagination, but for kids specifically to engage in learning, to do something other than watch vloggers walk around, buy merchandise, eat food, and ride IP rides. If you were a Disney Parks kid in the 80s and 90s, Epcot was all about fucking learning, and it was fucking fun. Kids like to learn. I shan't bore you with my myriad grievances with this now morally and creatively bankrupt company, Epcot. Needless to say, I was excited. And then they announced that instead of a live animator, a real human artist instructing said course, it's going to be, wait for it, an animatronic Olaf bitch. The morally and creatively bankrupt people that are in charge of Imagineering right now are not Imagineers, okay? And I'm choosing my words carefully. I said the people in charge. This is an affront to God. I really shouldn't be feigning surprise, you know what I mean? Like capitalism, AI, like I shouldn't be. Tomorrow, bitch, do I have a bone to pick with you? Because I know your name is on the fucking dotted line. This is not just Iger's fault, bitch. You decided it would be more fiscally prudent to replace a human artist with an animatronic. I'm trying to do the cost-benefit analysis right now. How much could that animatronic have cost, right? It's not the autonomous one. That costs several $1 million. You're probably out of pocket $500,000 for this Olaf, right? So instead of paying, I don't know, a dozen animators to do this job at a reasonable salary, right? Like something at least, 80 to 100K. Benefits. You said robot. It was bad enough that you replaced Maelstrom with Frozen, okay? And instead of learning about the country of fucking Norway, kids are just force-fed Arendelle bullshit. See, now I'm spiraling now. I want to know what type of fucking deal with the devil Josh Gad signed, that he is this fucking interwoven and infused into my parks that I cannot free myself of his presence. Samantha, like can anyone? Anyways, the North remembers, if you were there in the 80s, 90s, even the early aughts, and you had the great privilege of being able to visit the Disney parks, hold this company to account. Because don't forget, in 2023, they sent $12 million to Is Not Real, and now they're building a park in the Emirates. So,